你又不是我爸爸。
Come on, dude.
怎么了？加油啊！别告诉我加油！
You're fast. Not fast enough.算了，成，够了，走开。
The story begins with Dre and his mother, who have just moved from the United States to China. Dre quickly befriends a boy named Harry, who takes him to the local park. There, Dre notices a beautiful girl named Mei Ying sitting on a bench and tries to impress her with his athletic skills. Instead, he ends up embarrassed after losing badly at basketball. Still eager to show off, Dre challenges an older man to a game of ping pong, but after a spirited rally, he's defeated once again. Dre runs into Mei Ying again, and the two strike up a casual friendship. But trouble soon follows. Cheng, a jealous classmate who has feelings for Mei Ying, sees Dre as a threat and confronts him.
，Are you okay? Let him see it.
In front of Mei Ying and the other kids, Cheng humiliates Dre, leaving him battered and shaken. Back at home, Dre refuses to give in to fear. Determined to fight back, he begins studying kung fu movies, dubbed in English, and mimics every move he sees, hoping to transform his weakness into strength. What he doesn't realize is that the quiet maintenance man has been watching him all along. Dre's mom, fed up with the constant struggle, takes a firm stance and orders him to pick up his jacket. It's the same fight every day, and she's exhausted. Dre finally snatches the jacket off the ground, but with attitude. Watching quietly, Mr. Han notices not only Dre's defiance but also the strain it puts on his mother. Later, during a school trip to the Forbidden City, Dre runs into Cheng and his friends lingering near his apartment. Hoping to slip past unnoticed, he spots a bucket of dirty water collecting steam runoff and seizes the chance for payback. He dumps the water on Cheng before bolting, but the gang chases him into a back alley. Unfortunately, Dre finds the door locked and quickly gets surrounded and captured.
You're fast. Not fast enough. 算了，成，够了，走开。
Just as Cheng is about to strike the final blow, Han steps in. Han dismantles the attackers with flawless defensive skill. Afterwards, he treats Dre's injuries using traditional fire cupping, explaining that Cheng and his friends aren't truly evil, their cruelty comes from the way their teacher has trained them to show no mercy. Frustrated and desperate, Dre asks Mr. Han to teach him kung fu so he can get revenge. Han refuses to resort to violence. He carries a troubled past, a quiet pain that keeps him from teaching a boy to fight for revenge. Later at school, Dre walks into the cafeteria and spots Mei Ying. For the first time since the fight with Cheng, he feels a little spark of happiness. Mei Ying greets him with a smile, but her expression quickly softens when she notices the bruises still on his face. She apologizes, telling Dre she's sorry for the trouble he went through because of her. Dre brushes it off, trying to act tough, saying it wasn't her fault, that Cheng and his friends were already looking for a fight. But Mei Ying can't hide her guilt. She insists that if she hadn't stopped to talk to him, maybe things would have turned out differently. Dre gently cuts her off, telling her that meeting her was actually the best part of that day. For a moment, the two share a quiet connection in the middle of the cafeteria. However, the moment doesn't last.
Come on, dude! Mr. Parker!
You just slammed the tray all over me.
撞了我，我跟他道完歉了，他才打我。Whatever he's saying, he is lying.
I hate this place.
Realizing that Cheng will not stop bullying him at school, Dre begs Han for help once again. Reluctantly, Han takes Dre to the Fighting Dragon's studio to confront Cheng's teacher, Master Li, hoping to make peace. Li, who preaches mercilessness to his students, rejects the idea of compromise. Instead, he demands that Dre fight Cheng. When Han refuses, Li blocks their exit, declaring that neither of them will leave unless someone fights. Han finally agrees, but on his own terms. The fight will happen at the upcoming Kung Fu tournament, and until then, Li's students must not touch Dre. Li accepts, but with a dark warning: if Dre fails to appear, he will personally bring pain to both master and student. Outside, Dre is stunned when Han tells him that he must prepare for the tournament. Training begins the next day, but instead of learning punches or kicks, Dre is ordered to do a single task: take off his jacket, hang it up, drop it, and put it on again. Hour after hour, the routine repeats, and frustration quickly builds. After several days of this, Dre finally snaps, refusing to continue. He mutters that it's all nonsense and even questions whether Han knows any real kung fu. Han doesn't argue, he simply lets Dre leave. The next day, however, Dre returns, humbled and regretful. He apologizes for his behavior, and Han, as a teacher, forgives him. Their training resumes, and soon Han reveals the deeper purpose behind the repetitive arm movements. To Dre's surprise, the motions he once dismissed are instinctively applied when Han launches mock attacks. Han explains that these exercises are more than physical drills, they're lessons for life. True martial mastery, he tells Dre, is not about force or power but about serenity, balance, and maturity. Wanting to deepen Dre's understanding, Han takes him far from the city to the Wudong Mountains. There, Dre trains with monks in the temple, learning balance, strength, and inner peace. Under Han's guidance, Dre not only sharpens his physical skills but also transforms mentally and emotionally, beginning to grasp the true spirit of martial arts. Dre's confidence grows after returning from the Wudong Mountains, and he reconnects with Mei Ying. Before the tournament begins, she reassures him, promising her full support. In the opening match, Dre faces his first opponent. Though nervous at first, he recalls his training while Mr. Han offers quiet encouragement. Dre finishes the fight with a sharp front kick to the chest. His next match is tougher. The opponent relies on acrobatics, quick footwork and evasive movements, but Dre adapts. With precise timing, he lands a spinning sidekick that sends his opponent crashing to the mat. Meanwhile, Cheng storms through his side of the bracket. He fights violently, knocking out challengers with brutal spinning kicks. Every strike is fueled by ego and aggression, and at one point, He delivers a flying jump kick that leaves his opponent unconscious. The semifinal sets Dre against one of Cheng's teammates. Ordered by their coach to take Dre out, the fighter targets him ruthlessly. Dre suffers an injury, and doctors advise him to withdraw. Refusing to give up, Dre allows Mr. Han to treat him with traditional cupping and acupressure. Despite the pain, Dre insists on continuing, determined to finish what he started. As he returns to the mat, the crowd erupts, chanting his name. Mr. Han watches with pride, not just because Dre is winning, but because he's fighting with honor. Subscribe for more dramas like this, and don't forget to like this video, it really helps the channel grow.